Ready, set, go.
Greetings undetermined spectators of the World Wide Web. I am Tall Lanky Guy. Welcome back to Dream Daddy. We're explaining something to Amanda. I can't remember quite what it was. Please try explaining it to me. Okay, we're talking about our competitive relationship with Brian. He just thinks that he's so much better than me, and he purposefully reminds me of that whenever he can. It's like he has to one-up me. I have to beat him at his own game. It's just how it works. Is that what you think is happening here? No, Amanda. Okay, I know that's what's happening. Alright, Pops. We should both be getting some sleep. See you in the morning. Night, Panda. We gotta go freaking fishing today. I brush my teeth and throw on some pajamas. I climb into bed, set my alarm, and close my eyes. Okay, sleep. Just sleep. It's so simple. It's so easy. I am wide awake. I can't help but think about the last time I went fishing, hoping that there's something I can glean from it to give me an edge over Brian. I was about 9 years old. My dad woke me up one morning and told me to get dressed and meet him downstairs. It was still dark out. I had no idea what was going on, but before I knew it, we were both alone on a freezing cold lake. You know, good times. I had to sit there for hours while it got hot and muggy, the air thick with bugs. I picked at mosquito bites while my dad sat in stony silence, fishing pole in one hand and a beer in the other. We didn't catch anything. That actually sounds like the worst day. Sounds like the worst thing. On the long drive home, my father bought me a pack of cigarettes, and I didn't say a thing. That is a weird day. I didn't help, and I think I have some repressed sadness about my father. I'll deal with that later. Alright. I'm sitting on a boat in the middle of a body of water. I can't see any land, but I know it's a lake. The water is placid and still. I'm holding a fishing pole. I don't understand why, but it feels like my life depends on catching fish right now. I cast my lure into the water and wait. And wait. And wait. My whole being is filled with hopelessness as I watch the line disappear into the depths below. It's fishing. Sounds like fishing. You used the wrong lure. I look up and see my father just as he looked that one cold morning, disapproving. I'm panicking now. I pull the lure up and try to grab a different one, but all the lures in my tackle box are the exact same. I look up to my father for guidance, but he's gone. I try casting again, but I can't hold my footing. My boat tips over, and I fall into the water. Sinking further and further, I see the multitudes of fish that had been lying just below the surface, all swimming around me as if to taunt me. This is a dream, isn't it? This is totally a dream. One fish swims up to me. He has Brian's eyes. You gotta use a neutral buoyancy lure if you're trying to catch trout, buddy. I jolt awake to the sound of my alarm. Of course it was a dream. Of course. It's fishing day. That would explain the weird dream. I groggily slip on clothes and get ready. I spot Amanda's door half open and see her still curled up in a mountain of blankets. Walking over to her bed, I give her a tiny kiss on the forehead. Fishing day, kiddo. You ready? No. Well, you gotta get up. I can't do this without you. Also, stop sleeping in your clothes. Yeah, it's never the more comfortable option. It really isn't. Amanda pulls her comforter over her head. Never. Amanda, we'll get up in a minute. Alright, Brian should be here in 20, so you better not just go back to sleep. Amanda sticks her hand through the blanket to wave me away. I leave her room and make myself some coffee and another cup with lots of cream and sugar for Amanda, whenever she gets up, if that happens. Amanda eventually wanders in and chugs her coffee while I do word jumbles. I hear the doorbell ring. That must be Brian. Here we go for some fishing. Still rubbing our eyes, we walk outside to see Brian. He's decked out in fishing gear. Daisy's falling asleep next to him. Makes sense. Or the bird gets the worm, buddy. Except we're fishing. I mean, the worm still works, but we're fishing, not bird catching. You ready to fish? I was born ready. It's probably more true of him than it ever will be for me. My eyes narrow in on Brian. It's a good day to die. Hop on in, guys. Let's get this fishing party started. I walk over to the driver's side door and open it. Woof, woof. Brian's dog immediately hops into the driver's seat, wagging his tail furiously. I love Maxwell. He's the best. Can I see your license, sir? Maxwell, let Connor sit. Maxwell obediently hops into the back to cuddle with Daisy. Like a good boy. He's such a good boy. Amanda settles in next to Maxwell, and Daisy immediately falls asleep. Makes sense. You ready? Sorry, it's so early in the day I can't even keep my voices straight. You ready for an adventure? I'm ready for glory and winning. I struggle to stay awake as we drive to the outskirts of town. Country music plays quietly from the radio as I watch trees pass by. So, where exactly are we headed? It's about an hour north of here. A little spot I've been going to since I was a kid. My dad used to take me there all the time. I don't think anybody else knows about it. I brought everything we need so that we can catch some trout, have a nice little fire, and enjoy the nature. Oh good, so we're also camping. My fishing pole is in the shop, getting it tuned up. Do you maybe have an extra I could borrow? Nice bullcrap in there, friend. But of course, probably not as nice as it sounds like yours is, though. Right. Okay. I am digging a hole here. I stare out at the forest lining the highway. The sun is just barely over the horizon, scattering dusky pink light through the trees. For a split second, I spot a deer grazing on the side of the road before it leaps back into the brush. It's quite pretty. After a nice quiet drive, Brian eventually tells me to pull off the highway and onto a dirt road. The car bumps along until we reach a clearing that opens up to a magnificent lake. Well, here we are. I step out of the car and help Brian unload our gear as Maxwell runs around us barking. Kids wake up and wander to the shore where Daisy tries to teach Amanda how to skip rocks. You telling me Amanda doesn't already know how to skip rocks? What kind of father am I? Brian and I carry the tackle boxes and cooler down to the edge of the lake where he has a canoe waiting. Ah, great. It's still in one piece. Hold on, let me help me out with Maxwell. I help Brian place a tiny dog-sized life vest onto Maxwell. That's adorable. Woof, woof. Alright, your turn. Brian hands me a lime green life vest. Of course it's lime green. Maybe if I fall in, you'll save me. I'm not gonna say that I can swim. I am a terrible swimmer. I really am. If I fall in, I'm counting on you to rescue me. Suit yourself. Hey, I got the hearts and the eggplants. Still don't know what the eggplant means, but actually I really hope I don't know what the eggplants mean. Brian turns to Amanda and Daisy, who are still skipping rocks. You kids want to fish? I'm good with just throwing rocks into the water. Amanda hurls a rock into the pond with gusto. Yeah, take that, water. Amanda, you're supposed to be skipping them. Is that what we're doing? Daisy, don't you want to fish? I think catching fish is kind of inhumane. I'm gonna go explore in the woods and look at bugs and stuff. That sounds like something I'd rather be doing than fishing. But here we are. Alright, be safe. Don't go too far. Brian puts the life vest around himself and we throw all of our equipment into the canoe. Maxwell happily jumps in and takes his place looking out over the front of the boat. I get into the canoe as Brian shoves off. We paddle together to get ourselves in the middle of the lake. More freshwater fish usually feed at dusk and dawn, which is why I had to get you up so early. Yeah, I kinda knew that much. Yeah, I know. That's pretty common fisherman knowledge after all. Fisherman knowledge that I am knowledgeable about. Still a gambling man. You know it. Why am I a gambling man? Why is this one of my character traits? Let's see who can catch more fish. Oh, is this gonna be a mini game? I really hope not. You can catch more than one fish? Sounds easy enough to me. What's on the line? Besides all the fish I'm gonna catch, obviously. There you go. Good pun. I was thinking something a little more high stakes than mowing the lawn. Custody of our children? More than that. Let's say, if I win, I get your weed whacker. Not the weed whacker. I need that for whacking weeds. The Whackmaster 2000? That's a limited edition. Oh, nothing like a good quality weed whacker. But if you win, you get my pole saw, the Reach and Cut 3000. Oh, the cordless version? That's the one. Shoot. The Reach and Cut 3000 is state of the art! My weed whacker is a prized possession, but there are those hard-to-reach branches at the back of the yard that have been begging for a pruning. You're on. You shake on it. I suddenly remember that I don't know how to fish. My foolish fatherly pride will one day be my undoing, as though it hasn't already been. I watch as Brian ties a lure and does some stuff I can't quite follow with his fishing pole. He casts into the lake. Alright, time to figure out what we're doing. Oh boy, now I have to do that. I stare down at the tackle box and at the pole in my hand. Put some bait on the hook. That sounds like something I should be doing. I fish a worm from the styrofoam container Brian brought. It's slippery, but I think I can get it onto the hook if I just focus. Oh god, I'm bleeding. Oh god, the blood's everywhere. The worm is not on the hook. Need some help? Oh, you know, just... Yeah, I meant to do that. The blood attracts the fish. They can smell it up to a mile away, you know? That's sharks. Those are sharks. I think that's sharks. No, it's definitely fish. Sharks are fish. Now what? I'm gonna try and do this right. I'm gonna try to tie a knot or something. I take my pole and try to tie an elaborate looking knot to impress Brian, the classic hunter's bend. I learned that one in my youth. Yep, this one isn't coming apart anytime soon. With this knot, I will cast my heavenly line upon the unsuspecting water and deliver unto us a bountiful harvest. I love how every now and then in this game, there are just suddenly really eloquent and beautiful lines that I can read with perfect diction. Just saying. I look over to Brian. He doesn't seem to be paying attention. Of course not. He's busy fishing. Let's cast this sucker. I pull my rod back and launch the lure as hard as I can. I feel like this is gonna... And the lure flies off the line and sails far, far away, landing in the lake with a loud sploosh. Sorry, I judged the wind speed wrong. This cold air drives the pressure down. Ha! Go ahead and take my pole. I know it's hard to spit and switch into a new pole you're not used to. I'll fix up another lure. Brian hands me his pole with a smile, and I just sit there feeling like an idiot. Oh, it is a mini game. Oh dear. Fishing around here is easy. If they group up, all you gotta do is line up 3 of the same species and reel them in. Oh wait, is this Candy Crush? Oh Lord, I hope it's Candy Crush. I need to match 3 of the same species? I can't tell which fish is which. I can tell. Okay. Yeah! Oh, you guys have no idea how good I am at Candy Crush. It's actually quite unhealthy. I don't know how to... It's kind of an addiction, if I'm honest. I gotta find... There we go. There we go. Yeah, yeah. Get it. Get those fish. That's a bullhead catfish. They're a bottom-dwelling invasive species now found worldwide. They taste great. Fried. Okay. Thank you. Perfect. Let's go. Let's get it. Let's get it good. Oh, frick. Thank you. I don't need all these fish facts. I'm sorry. I'm sure they're very interesting, Brian, but I just gotta keep my eyes on the prize here. Oh, heck yes. That was a good solid combo right there. Okay, okay. Where are they? There they were. Okay, good. There we go. There we go. Now we're on the move. Now we're cooking with Diesel. Now we're thinking with portals. Something like that. I don't know. Now you're fishing. Sure, that works. Yeah! Get that out of the way. Uh-huh. Perfect. Oh, this is going very well. This is going great. I am doing fabulously. Quite frankly, if I do say so myself. This is what I was born to do. I was born to play match 3 with fish. Nice. Thank you. I love the... Oh, did you know that the plural of fish is fish? I did know that. Thank you, Brian. I don't need you to be telling me obvious fish facts. Okay. Perfect! Oh, I rocked that. Good work. Thank you, Brian. Thank you very much. Alright. Wow. This is way tougher than I thought. I look over at Brian, who's smiling and obviously enjoying his time out here on the lake. We're gonna have to... And on that note, and at the end of this minigame, I'm gonna have to save the rest of the date for another episode. But I'm glad I was able to end this on a victory. Because, oh man, I enjoyed that. So, thank you very much for watching. If you liked what you see, go ahead and click the like button. If you got thoughts on how I'm doing, feel free to leave those in the comments. And if you haven't subscribed, that's a thing you can do. I'll see you later.